Griffin Virtual Academy students, let's talk about the classroom materials you will need at home to keep pace with your classmates that are here in person. So what are we talking about when we say classroom materials? Well, we're talking about the things you'll need. Textbooks, workbooks, Chromebooks, those supply kits that the elementary PTO got for all of the elementary students, and of course any particular classroom supplies that might accompany maybe an art class or a consumer science class. We need to get those materials to you. And how are we going to do that? Simple, the school bus. All of our school buses are running their regular routes and they're going past your drop-off point, regardless of whether you're a virtual student or an in-person student. So when the time comes that we have those materials for you, you'll be able to pick them up at your regular school bus drop-off. And I want to add that this is different than the drop-off that was done in the spring, where it was done in the middle of the day. This will happen at the same time that normal drop-offs are going on. So the bus, your bus will come into the school in the afternoon to pick up your classmates, and we'll load up any supplies that need to be sent home for you during that afternoon run. And in the afternoon run, you'll meet the bus at your drop-off point at the normal drop-off time, pick up your materials, and you'll have them available to you. And when will this happen? So first of all, let's talk about the start of the year as we get rolling. So let's talk about that timeline. We want to make it as soon as possible, but we need to keep a few things in mind. First of all, we need to recover textbooks and other materials that went home with you in the spring but haven't come back to the school yet. So we need those classroom materials brought back to us. And then just for safety's sake, we want to let them sit for a couple days. We're not going to get them on Thursday morning from your classmates and put them on the bus in the afternoon for you. So we're going to let them sit a little bit, make sure everything's okay. And then once they're ready, we'll send them out to you. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to make those deliveries as soon as possible, and we'll keep you updated when they're made. We're targeting next week in the early part of the week. And then let's talk about what will happen during the year after you've received the majority of the things you need, your textbooks, your other supplies, and now it's just a few things at a time. So, and that projection for that is after September 14th. We hope that by that point, everyone's figured out, in a permanent basis, whether they're trying to be a virtual student or an in-person student. But of course, we're open to letting you switch back and forth. But just when we think about this, we're targeting September 14th, the first week after Labor Day. This is probably how things will go. They'll be made on an as-needed basis, and that those deliveries will be coordinated with your teacher or teachers and you to make sure that pickup at the bus stop goes on. So at the start of the year, the whole school will need this to happen simultaneously. So it will be passed along via parent link calls and lots of notifications that stuff is coming home today. Make sure you're at the bus stop. But once the school year gets going and everybody's settled down into their either virtual or in-person instructional mode, then those deliveries will be made as needed and coordinated by you and your teachers. So that's the plan to get you all of those supplies that you need. If you have questions, please contact your building offices, and we'll try to answer them for you. Thank you.